The Chicago Bears take on the Indianapolis Colts this week in their second preseason game. So let's talk about it, people. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Off back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears and giving you guys my preview for the Bears versus the Colts preseason game this week. So if you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Please make sure you're following me on my social media platforms, guys. As always, hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so as we always talk about with preseason games, I don't care at all about wins and losses. I am not breaking this game down to say, oh, this is how the Bears can win the game, because that is not what I care about. It'd be nice, but it's meaningless. And instead, obviously, preseason is about just looking at the players that, you know, have a chance to make the roster or fighting for roster spots, the rookies, what can they do in the playing time, and obviously cohesion, chemistry, things like that. All right. So to me, first things first, will the starters even play? All right, in this game. And head coach Matt Eberflus talked about this, that he would like to see Justin Fields and the offense and the first team play this week against the Colts. He'd like to see them get a few more reps here. But honestly, folks, if it was up to me, I'm not putting Fields and Moore and this first team out there, honestly. I'm just not doing it. There's nothing else I need to see here. If they're out there for a series or two, it is what it is. But I don't really care to see Justin Fields and this offense out there. Justin Fields doesn't have to prove anything to me. Neither does DJ Moore. So I'd like to get this time, again, for the younger guys and guys that actually need the reps out there. So to me, I don't really prefer that Fields and the first team offense plays really much. But we'll see if that happens. All right. So let's talk about the most important thing that I'm looking at with this game, and that is Villis Jones Jr. All right. I'm looking at, is he still going to be returning punts? And if he is he going to muff it again? All right. Because Villis is not a cat out here. He's not going to get 9 lives, okay? He needs to really hone in, because I told you guys this in a previous video I made. He could literally get cut, all right? He is in danger of not making the 53-man roster because he is just making too many mistakes. So I'm looking forward to see, hey, do they even put him out there? Or has he already lost punt return duties? And if he has lost it, is he playing at all on special teams, at kick return or anything like that? And if that is the case, is he, you know, just like a 5th, 6th wide receiver? Is there value in that? What do we do with him there? So Velus Jones Jr. and what his role is or can be or will be is something I'm really looking forward to seeing. Okay, and I think he will play, obviously, in the preseason game. So let's find that out. All right, the other thing, I'm taking a look at the rookies, right? I'm taking a look at the interior of the defensive line. With Dexter and with Pickens, they played well last week, right? And Zach Pickens had a sack. You love to see that. I want to see them continue to build, because the stars that we have on the interior, Justin Jones and Andrew Billings, though I do think they will start, it's not like these guys are Pro Bowlers, all pros. All right, they're not locks, if you will. So if Dexter and Pickens play well enough, I believe they can, in fact, challenge those guys for the starting jobs. It might not happen right away, but again, if you show the improvement and you impress the coaching staff, it could happen. All right, so I'm looking forward to seeing what those rookies can do. Another rookie to look at, Tyler Scott, man. Last week he had a fumble, which you don't like to see that. And when you have a guy in Velus who is falling down the depth chart, you want Tyler Scott to rise up and kind of take his spot. And so I need Tyler Scott to really hone in and just go ahead and go out there and perform. He's had drop issues, obviously, during training camp, and he needs to just clean that up. He needs to hold on to the football and not turn it over, because to me, he is going to be the 4th receiver on the depth chart. Behind Moore, Mooney, and Claypool, it's going to be Tyler Scott. So he's going to have a pretty significant role on this team, and he needs to take full advantage of it, all right? Another rookie, Tyreek Stevenson, balled out last week, looked really good. He's in line to be the starting outside cornerback opposite Jalen Johnson. Let's just see him kind of continue that. Terrell Smith, the other cornerback, did not play last week. So let's see if he plays this week. But I think Tyreek's going to win that job, man, and I don't really see him losing it. So that's going to be interesting to see as well. And then, you know, just kind of seeing the other rookies as well. But those are the main ones that I'm looking at, all right? Roshan Johnson, by the way, I did forget to mention him. Also want to see him get more reps. Obviously, we saw last week he got a bunch of carries. I want to see him get more and more carries. And we know he got some first-team reps in practice this week. And I think Roshan is the most talented running back on this roster. He's not going to start right away, but he certainly can finish as the RB1 on this team. And so I want to see him get more reps, all right? A couple other guys that I'm looking at. Travis Gibson, man, he played like a man on a mission last week. So I really, really want to see if Travis Gibson can keep up that momentum. He is shooting up the depth chart if he keeps performing like this. And he has an outside chance, hey, who knows, to replace a guy like a DeMarcus Walker as the starting edge rusher. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's not crazy. Travis Gibson is insanely talented. It's just that he's had bad luck with kind of the scheme fit, if you will, and getting on the right side of the coaching staff. Walker and Yannick Ngakoue did not play last week. Will they play this week? Maybe we get them some reps. Again, not going to change much for me, but it'll be interesting to see. All right, so to me, definitely looking forward to see what Travis Gibson does. And finally, the backup quarterback situation, man. P.J. Walker has not impressed me at all. He has looked just flat out bad. Is it time to say, hey, not Nathan Peterman, but maybe Tyson Bagent, the guy that we have on our fourth-string quarterback as a practice squad guy, like, can we maybe move him up the depth chart? Like, I'm not saying P.J. Walker should lose his backup gig, but I am saying that P.J. Walker has not impressed me at all, and he needs to really start to pick it up, all right? He needs to play better, and he needs to really, really showcase that he's deserving of that backup quarterback job, all right? So to me, those are the main things I'm looking at for the preseason game against the Colts, and we will probably see Anthony Richardson out there. The Colts just announced that he's going to be their starting quarterback moving forward for this season, and so I think he is going to play because he is a rookie, and that'll really test our defense, I feel like. So let's see what happens out there. Again, don't care at all about wins and losses. I just want to see some good progress out there from guys that are fighting for roster spots and guys that are fighting to move up the depth chart. So let me know what you guys think, man. Leave a comment down below. What are you looking forward to in the second preseason game for the Bears, as always?